Okay, guys, this is part two because I ran out of space. So watch this. See that black guy just at the very tip end? He had walked across, but he walked from Planet Fitness in front of LaFente's all the way around. And this was sticking out. I mean, this was like a deal show of a weapon because when he went across the way, he tried to kind of stick it back in there so you couldn't see it as much. But hold on. All right, there's a better look of the guy. And he had that claw hammer sticking out right here. You can see the head of it still right here. But now, I mean, to me, like I say, some of these have mental problems. Some of them are on drugs. I mean, some of this stuff needs to be weeded out. Some of them need help. Now, hold on, guys. All right, guys. So this was Saturday night. And we got one car sitting here. One SUV vehicle sitting here. We got one sitting here on the street. And we got two Independence Police vehicles sitting up here in the dark up here. Now, Friday night when we come through here, this place was a hopping. And there was cars that was sitting down here on the street, down here by this pawn shop. That's why I don't know what the name of the street is, because it's the pawn shop's on down here. But that's where they were doing like the hooking and stuff for prostitution, the drugs and stuff. You can see these vehicles, and they're just sitting there. But what are they sitting there for? We're coming back, around 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock or later at night, and they're sitting there. Well, I mean, I guess they could be sitting over here, from the bar over here, because moving some drugs if they're doing the drug thing. But if not, then like I say, they were doing the prostitute thing over here. And also that station, that BP or whatever station up there too, I noticed Saturday night had some more stuff crawling around a little bit up there in it. But let me get this on up here, because it's real quick before I run out of another slot here in my memory. So hold on. All right, guys, this is two Independence Cruisers sitting here. Now they're doing good. They're doing good deterring, but maybe one of them should have been down over here by the street on the other end by the pawn shop. This one over here, I don't know, man. I mean, that's just crazy. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. So then we went over to Wendy's after he left Burger King, where the homeless guy was sleeping with the machete and the baseball bat. We got us those shakes over there, or fudge, or whatever they are. They're pretty good. So when we head out, like I say, when we pulled in there, even Kansas City, Missouri was sitting across the way. Now, whether he's doing it to deter for Quick Trip and the other, I don't know. It had deterred over here. As you can see, there is a Quick Trip there, okay? And there was one homeless guy, but that was about it. And there is a KCPD right there. I don't know what that church deal is. It a church harvest or something there? But anyway, he was sitting there. And that was keeping it down. Now, like I say, this Wendy's here, it's really cleaned up. It used to go in there and you couldn't breathe. It was like going into a pot plant. But it was really clean. It was, like I say, I mean, they usually, both places, most of the time have good food. But, it depends on what they got going on and what they're doing. But I wanted to show that real quick. Now, hold on, guys. And like I say, this over here, I don't know if you guys can see that good. I'll try to. Right here in this back parking lot, there'll be 15, of them. And some of them will be out there and they'll be doing their bongs and their whatever else, all their drugs, probably the meth, the fentanyl, and everything else back up here and back. So it's another thing to be aware of. Oh, and I did see another deal. It looked like there was deal going on over at Taco Bell. There was a gal with a couple of guys out in front of a Taco Bell, and it did not look like a normal thing. Hold on. All right, guys. And I did this for my body cam, and I bumped it to black and white. I wasn't trying to get it to black and white, but there was a gal that was here, and she was all made up, and she was with these two guys. But I don't think these guys were buying. I think these guys might have been selling her for something, and that's what it looked like. She didn't look too happy, but she was doing what she was told to do. And this is over at a Taco Bell here. I don't know if it's on, if I can do this or not. Let me see if I can advance this on down. I don't know if I caught this or not halfway. Let's see, you can't hardly see them. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can. Right here. Here was the gal right there. You can see she's in like a halter, kind of like top. Can't see really the other guy very good, but then you see the third guy right there. And, you know, this is by that motel. So they hook them over there. You know, prostitutes over there. But wanted to show that real quick, too. So hold on, guys. All right, guys, so we'll wrap this up. And this is at Machete. Like I say, just a basic Harbor Freight machete. And they're sharp, very sharp. And that's what a lot of these people are carrying out there, these homeless like that. And I mean, in Missouri, there's anything about weapons anyway. But the problem with this is these people, if they have been convicted, and a lot of these people have probably been convicted of crimes at one time, they're probably not supposed to have certain weapons on them. And any of the businesses out there, restaurant businesses, can refuse you. You know, it's like no shirt, no shoes, no service. Well, if they say no weapons, you know, you can't bring knives or a machete or bat or, you know, in if you want service and you want to be in here. So, might be something that some of these restaurants need to look at now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's okay to be able to set in restaurants. I mean, I don't have no problem with them. I mean, the set, you know, setting. But the thing of it is, when they're bringing weapons like that, and if they're doped up, not a good thing. Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.